Guys, how are you all doing today? Hope you're all well. I'm still in hospital. I've got my own little room. Still pretty sore. It's got what it feels like a lingering migraine. It's horrendous, but anyway, yeah. So while I've been lay here, I've got loads of time on my hands, and I thought I would have a look into the mouthpieces of Meghan Markle. So I thought I'll look into Scooby-Doo, Christopher Voldemort, Shouty Shola. Started with Shouty Shola, didn't get past her. I just couldn't. I couldn't get past her. I started on her Twitter, watched a few videos, and oh my god, this bloody woman is so bloody hateful. So hateful. And she's jumped on the band because she clearly hates the monarchy of the Meghan Markle train that this was the best thing ever happened to her, in my opinion. But I'm going to go through her Twitter with you, so you how bloody ridiculous it is, and discuss. I mean, I just don't get this woman. She's clearly very smart, and she's clearly very educated. Well, she's educated, very educated, maybe smart, I don't know, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so let's get in her Twitter. So in this tweet, she calls Angela Levin the Meghan Markle hating Angela Levin, and I want to show you the video of the context of this.
Particular tour is to celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, as she has loved the Commonwealth ever since she became Queen. It's a very long time, 70 years. And I think that these things, for once, must be put on one side, and it should be a glorious warm feeling between the Caribbean and the UK. I mean, when Catherine and William went to Belize, there was this demonstration, which was very embarrassing for them. So they moved away from where they were to an entirely different place. So there became another demonstration for people who were very upset that they'd been missed out, that looked forward to seeing the royal couple for a long time, and they were very unhappy that they moved away. So if the whole thing is cancelled, it means there's going to be an awful lot of people who love the royal family, particularly love the Queen, and they will feel that they've missed out for no good reason.
Angela, are you not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed? No. You should be embarrassed. I mean, you talk about there should be a warm feeling.
Hang on, Angela.
You talk about there should be a warm feeling. For who and from whom? You talk about, well, there's a certain thing at a certain time, and we should prioritize. You want to prioritize white supremacy over people's lives.
You just let me finish.
I've not lost an argument. This is the point. No, I'm going to finish because I let her finish, so I'm going to respond.
Right.
This is the point. The people in these countries are talking about the experiences that they've had. They are the descendants of the enslaved. You don't tell them, oh, put aside your feeling and be warm and receive, and glorify the Queen. That is wrong. And that's what I'm saying. You should be embarrassed.
Ian wants to speak.
You see, when you use these terms like white supremacy about a royal tour, you completely lose the argument. Whatever value your other arguments are, it disappears when you go to these...
Of course you would say that.
You can choose her words.
No, I don't need to. Listen, I'm speaking the truth, which you would like to call being ambivalent with the truth. I'm speaking the truth. No, it's not just my truth. It's the truth of the Caribbean people. It's the truth of colonized African nations. Because British Empire is all about white supremacy.
It's about discussion. Are you going to allow me to have a word? Are you going to allow me to have a word, Shola?
Of course, I have. I heard, and that's why I'm responding.
Pause. Come on.
I mean, seriously, this is not the way. This is not the way to debate.
Don't police tone what I'm responding back to you.
Here we go.
Let Shola just handbrake on. Let Ian speak, and then we'll let you come back in.
This is as Angela rightly says, this is a visit to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. You will admit that there are lots of people in the Caribbean who would like to celebrate this. There are people...
No.
You don't think there's anybody in the Caribbean that would like to celebrate the Queen's
You didn't say anybody.
Jubilee?
You said lots of people. They've got
there would
councils
be lots of people
in the Caribbean nations who have been trying to address the issue of reparations for years.
Yeah.
They're not interested in celebrating.
That's a legitimate debate.
I want to bring in Angela just a moment. Angela, when William and Kate walked into that row, it did show, didn't it, that we here are a little bit unsighted on some of the things that Shola's talking about. We're a bit out of touch with it.
Yeah, I think that if what she's saying is true, and I think she should be very careful what she says, because I know she's very anti-monarchy in the first place. But if what she's saying is true, there would be no Commonwealth left. There are 54 members who want to join the Commonwealth. They are there because they want to. There's no things that they have to do. They get together and they talk and they sort out issues that they have. And even those who've become Republican want to stay within the Commonwealth. Now, that is because they like the Queen and they like the royal family. It can't be any other way. They could all go whitewashing.
Even Prince Harry talked about that it is important for the Commonwealth to recognise its roots and legacy, or the royal family to do that.
But these countries are voluntarily members of the Commonwealth. None of them have left.
This cannot be put aside.
Why don't they leave? Why don't they leave? Why don't they leave then? Why don't all of these West Indian islands leave?
Shola,
it's not just about the Commonwealth.
Angela, sorry.
It's about going to this country,
is like turning up at a party
and celebrating the British Empire. There is no British Empire. Nobody's interested in the white supremacy that British Empire.
We need to take calls. Shola,
what Angela is saying, Shola, is this is a royal tour to celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. It's not a fucking political tour to go and discuss these issues. That's what she was saying. You twisted her words and to make it seem as though she doesn't care about these issues, that screw the people of the Caribbean, as long as the royal family. And then you have the cheek to call fucking white supremacists. And another thing, Shola, the British Empire hasn't existed for a long bloody time. A long time. Do you think that it's fair that hundreds of years later, do you honestly think it's fair that the people of the now should pay for the sins of the then? It's not. We didn't do that. We think that slavery is abhorrent. We think it's an evil, vile act. But you're asking us to apologise and say sorry for things we didn't fucking do. So here's Shola as well, inciting more, I don't know, division, hatred towards Eamon Holmes. He made a joke. He made a bloody joke, Shola, that pretending that the royal family should throw Prince Harry and Meghan over the balcony. It was a joke. It wasn't inciting murder. You're taking that way too bloody far. Inciting murder. You're being bloody real. What is this Minority Report where you can be arrested for a bloody thought? It was a joke, a bloody joke, but you've taken it to the extent where you're calling for the firing of Eamon Holmes because he told a joke. Was it a joke that was maybe a little bit dark? Yes, but it was a joke all the same. So it's very clear that Shola hates the United Kingdom. It's a shit fucking country, as she says. Why she lives here, I don't know. Get on a plane and fuck off. I've said this to you before, Shola. Plenty of planes leaving the UK. Get on one. Don't come back. We won't miss you. But anyway, she's like, again, attacking Ukrainians for fleeing a country that has been bombed to shit. You know, bombed. It's unrecognisable, that country. And she's comparing it to the thousands and thousands of men, and I'll show you the statistics, Shola, coming over in the dinghies, about them being sent to Rwanda. These are all mostly 90% men, all between the ages, fighting ages I might add, between 18 to 30. And that's what our government are trying to stop. Not women and children and families, these economic migrants, these people who we don't know who they are because they get rid of their any form of identification, passports, etc. before they get there. For all we know, they could be members of bloody ISIS. We do not know. But Shola seems to think, oh well, it's racist letting the Ukrainian people in because our country is so small. It's so small, Shola, that we can't sustainably keep every single refugee that comes here. So on a case-by-case basis, the government are looking at it. Who genuinely needs asylum status? And if it's economic migrants, they've came up with a decision to offer them to either go back to their own country or go to a country in Africa, Rwanda. And you mocking that country, Shola, it's kind of, I don't know, interesting, because you're always advocating for Africa, and when any country are trying to, Rwanda's really trying to better itself. It's a beautiful country, absolutely beautiful. Yes, it's had its problems in the past, but they put all that behind them now, all that fighting and stuff, they put it behind them. And they're trying to economically grow their country. And they're offering these men to come over to Rwanda to start afresh and have a life. It would be no different if they wanted to come to the UK and do this. So you're saying that it's racist to only take certain people and not others? We have taken thousands of people from Hong Kong because of the atrocities in China. We've taken thousands of refugees from Syria. We've taken thousands of refugees from Afghanistan. And I'm going to show you some clips, some shots of some of the thanks that we've got for taking some of these people in. Not all, but some. And again, it's not sustainable. Britain is tiny. It's tiny. It's about the bloody size of Florida. We're tiny. Yet we have got millions and millions of more people. But Shola, you seem to think that we can open our doors and take every bloody Tom, Dick and Harry in to our country. Where are we going to fucking house them all, Shola? Are you going to open your doors of your luxury home and allow these men to stay in your place? Until you can say that, shut the fuck up. So here she is talking about the Will Smith incident that we all know about, where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock on the stage for making a joke about Jada. Now, the last time I looked, Shola, Chris Rock was black. Will Smith's also black. Chris Rock, the black man who made the joke about Will Smith's wife, who's a black woman, they're all members of the black community. So I don't understand how you're trying to make this out as racism. This is a tactic that you, and it's clear you're a staunch supporter of the Democratic Party and the far bloody left, who, for one, can't seem to take jokes, because that's what this was. It was a joke. You can't seem to take jokes, as evident from the Eamon Holmes joke. But you're trying to turn this into racism, which the far left, which you're a part of, always does. This has nothing to do with bloody racism, Shola. There was two actors that couldn't take a joke, and the husband of one went and slapped another man. Nothing to do with racism, because they're all black in this incident. So you doing this as again, the divided tactics that the left use to cause division, and it's a bloody lie. Here she is again, insinuating that our royal family, naming Prince William in this incident, are racist. Why? Because Prince William said that the war regarding the Ukraine is alien to the people of Europe, which it is. Shola, we have not seen war in our lifetime. Granted, I know the Second World War, but that was a long time ago. None of us were alive when that happened. So all he's saying is that in our lifetime in Europe, we have not seen war. His comment wasn't racist at all. And you trying to make it out that it is just shows how clearly out of touch you really are. And the lengths that you will go to with this race baiting that you do, it's almost become, no, in fact, it is. It's now a profession for you. It's a profession for you to be a professional hater of the UK, a professional hater of the royal family, a professional hater of the British people, just a professional hater, you know. That's really all you are, and that's what people basically know you for now. But you're not known for your academic work at all. All people know you for is being a professional victim of shouting about racism. That's it. That's all. That's it. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this here. I'm starting to, the light's really starting to affect me now, and my head's, it's actually splitting, and this video's like, it's getting pretty long now. There's tons and tons of more clips and tweets that I've saw, but this just gives you like an insight into what Shola stands for and her views. She's nothing but a bully in my eyes. She seems to hate the UK, despise the royal family and everything it stands for. So my advice to her is, if you hate this place so much, Shola, get on a plane, get on a boat. I don't give a flying fuck what you do. Just move somewhere else and find happiness. Find a place that you don't feel that you need to be angry all the time. But anyway, I'm going to go now. What do you guys think? This is going to be my last video, I think, on Shouty Shola. She just annoys me so much. She just annoys me. And her tactics, I just think, are disgusting. What do you guys think about some of these tweets that she's made? And what would be your advice to her? If you could give some, would you advise her to move if she hates this place so much? And I'll be back when I'm feeling a little tad better. This has just took a lot out of me now. I'm in a bit of pain, and as I said, my head's really sore. But I'll see you all later, guys. Bye.